Hello, tonight our video is on writing expressions. And we did this lesson last week where we were given coins and we were to organize the coins in a manner that allowed us to count them up. And so you can see here that if you just look at this group of coins here, they're just scattered. So in order to find out how many there are, we would have to count them individually or go through and organize them so that they could be counted quickly by an observer. And that's what you did in the assignment that we worked on last week. All right, so here we have a couple of photos of the coins that were organized into groups. And that organization we can take to use to write an expression using numbers and symbols. So remember that a math expression is exactly that. It's a description of a quantity using numbers and symbols. These are a description of a quantity using organization pictures and diagrams. So let's look at this first one. And maybe you recognized it. This came from our classroom. Okay, so this one right here. Count in your head how many there are. Don't count one by one. How many are there? Well, if you said 140, I believe you're right. And how did you get that answer? Did you count 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 140? No, of course not. You probably noticed that these are organized into groups of 10. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 groups of 10. So did you add 10 14 times in a row? No, I doubt that, right? You probably multiplied. So a mathematical expression we can use to represent this quantity would be 10 times 14. So that would be 140. All right, how about this one right here? Do a quick count in your head and then write the expression that you think would represent it. Okay, do you got a number? All right, well, I'm pretty sure that there is also 140. Oops, let me erase that. I'm pretty sure there's also 140, but it took me a lot longer to figure that out. And maybe it did for you as well. First of all, I noticed they were groups of 5. So I was trying to count up the different groups of 5. However, they were kind of randomly organized. They weren't in rows and columns like the first picture. So I had to go through and count a couple times to make sure I had it right. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 groups of 5. So that would be written 28 times 5, which also comes out to 140. Now look how long it took me to do that. So you can see that how we organize the numbers, not just in groups, but also in rows and columns, that makes a big difference. If they would have simply just lined these up, like maybe rows of 10, or 5 rows of 5, or I don't know how they do it, but if they would have lined them up as length and width, it would have been a lot faster. Okay, well, we're going to give these people the benefit of the doubt. We're going to assume that all these piles are the same. So go ahead and write the math expression that it represents. Okay, it looks like they organized in groups of 11. There's a circle of 10 and one in the middle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 groups of 11. So that's 13 times 11. And then there's a couple extra, plus 2. So this would come out to be a total of 145 coins. 13 times 11 is 143, plus 2 more. Interesting way to organize, but it works. It's pretty good. All right, so here's a little bit different organization. Now, take into account the monetary value of each of the coins. So these are quarters, these are dimes, and these are pennies. So let's just, use the monetary value of each one and write an expression to represent the amount shown. All right, so let's see how you did. There are 1, 2, 3 quarters. Now, a quarter represents 25. So 25 times 3 plus, there are 2 dimes, so that's 10 times 2, and there are 4 pennies, so 4 times 1 are just 4. So this would be an expression to represent the monetary value of the coin shown, and of course I didn't include the decimals for the cents, but this would come out to be 75 plus 20 plus 4, so that's 99 cents, or 0.99 if you're using the dollar sign. So either one of those. So how'd you do? Okay, well that's all for tonight. Remember, read some books. We'll see you later.